Hello learners, welcome to our today's mathematics lesson. The topic is algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions. In our today's lesson, we are going to learn how to factorize by grouping. Factorization by grouping. Factorization by grouping. So, let me underline. Learners, I hope you are ready to learn. Make sure when you come to these lessons, you have a book where to write, and so that when I'm doing the work here on the board, make sure you take notes so that you'll be able to revise and work out assignments. So, learners, in our previous lessons, we learned how to factorize expressions like 2b plus 6x squared. We learned how to factorize such expressions. We saw that to factorize such an expression, we look for the common factors. Common factors in this expression, and this one is 2. We have 2 as a common factor. So the answer here will be 2 into b plus 3x squared. That we learned, learners. We also learned how to factorize expression like 7y squared plus 14y plus 21. 14y plus 21. To factorize, we look for the common factors within these 3 terms. These are 3 terms, and you can see here 7 is common, but y is not. So 7 can be divided by this, can be divided by that, can be divided by that. So we have 7 into y squared plus 2, all right, plus 3. That we learned. I'll take another example. Number 3, we learned how to factorize 3mn plus 9n plus 12n squared plus n squared. What are the common factors here? M is not common, n is common, 3 is common, is a common factor. So we'll take 3n, n is not, is it? Yes, 3n. We have n. Within the 3 terms, n is common, 3 is common. It's a common factor. 3, 3, 3. So the answer will be m plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4n. Okay, how did I get 4n? I divide 12n squared by 3n. That will be equal to 4n. In this case, how did I get m? I divided 3mn by 3n. 3mn divided by 3n. That will give you m. How did I get here 3? I divided 9n by 3n, which is equal to 3. So this we learned in our previous lessons. I want to write here another Example number 4, ax plus b plus a plus bx plus bx. Learners, in this example, you can see that there are 4 terms: ax, b, a, and bx. Out of these 4 terms, there is no common factor here. There is no common factor. There is no common factor. But we can still factorize. Even though there are no common factors, we can factorize by grouping, because you can see these 2 here are common, and this b here is common with that b. So we can still factorize, but through grouping of the term. So we will group this term and this term, then we group this term and that term, so that we'll have ax. This ax, I'll group it with a plus a. Then I'll have b plus b. This b we add to this bx plus bx. So these ones we group pairwise. We pair the term so that those that have common factors are put together. This one is common with this. B is common here, is also common here. So after grouping, we can now go ahead and factorize. And how do we do it? We have a is common in these 2 terms. So we'll have x, because ax divided by a, we have x, plus a divided by a, which is equal to 1. Then we factorize this other group. We have b is common plus b. This b is common, so we take it out. It's a common factor. b, we have 1 plus x. 1 plus x. 1 plus x. So what is the answer? We have a. This x plus a and 1 plus x is the same. All right, we can rewrite it. We can rewrite it to x plus 1 plus b. This 1 plus x, we can rewrite it to x plus 1, so that the answer here will be a plus b, a plus b, a plus b, x plus 1, x plus 1. So that's how to factorize by grouping. Here we've done factorization by grouping. In 4, we've done factorization by grouping. But in 1, 2, and 3, this is how we've been doing in our previous lessons. We don't need to group, because there are common factors appearing in the terms. All these terms have common factors. Learners, let us have more examples. How to factorize by grouping. Factorization by grouping. I have more examples here on the board. Factorize, number 1. Number 1, factorize 3ab plus 2b plus 3ca plus 2c plus 2c. Factorize. Now, before we factorize, we check if there are common factors. A, B, B, C, A, C. There are no common factors, but we can group. We can group these 3. I can see 3 is appearing here, is also appearing there. A is appearing in the first term, A is also appearing there. So these can be grouped. Then I can see 2 appears here, 2 also appears there. So these 2 can also be grouped. So that we factorize through grouping. So we will write 3ab plus 3ca plus 3ca plus 2b, this 2b plus 2c plus 2c. So we group this, we group. So this will be equal to 3a is common in these 2 terms. 3a is common. So 3ab divided by 3a is equal to b plus 3ca divided by 3a is equal to c plus 2 is common here. 2 is common. So 2b divided by 2 will give us b, and 2c divided by 2 will give us c. Okay, c. 2c divided by 2 is equal to c. So we can now have it 3a b plus c plus 2 into b plus c. We don't need to rewrite. Just have the answer. The answer here is 3a, this 3a plus 2, then bc. Bc is common there and there, so we just pick one, b plus c. So that is answer. How about question 2? Let's do question 2. Question 2, AB plus BC minus A minus C. Do you have common factors? There's nothing common here. We have AB here and BC. We have A and C. So C, this is can be grouped, these 2, because of this A. Then we have D, because of that C, we can group these other terms. So we'll have, grouping them first, AB minus C minus A, AB minus this A, then plus, remember the signs, have to carry the signs, plus BC minus C. We can now then group. They have been grouped into 2, so we can now factorize. A is common here and there, so we have A into B minus 1, then plus C. This C is common. C is common. Then B minus 1. So the answer will be A plus C, B minus 1. That is question number 2. Let us work out question number 3 here. Question 3. A squared, this is x squared minus x plus xy minus y. How do we group? Are we going to group? We are going to group the way they are. X squared minus x, then xy minus y plus xy minus y. xy minus y. So x is common here, we take it out. X squared minus x squared divided by x will give us x minus x divided by x is equal to 1. Y is common here, y plus y into xy divided by y is equal to x, y divided by y is minus 1. So the answer is x plus y, x plus y, then x minus 1, x minus 1. So that is the answer. Correct. That one is correct. Let's work out together number 4. Number 4, px minus qy plus qx minus py. So we first group these, terms. Px, qy is not common. We have px and qx. These two are common. They have common factors. Then qy and py, these also have common factors. So let's group px and qx. Then we group negative qy, this we group, then we group negative qy and negative y and negative py. Negative qy and negative py. So we have negative py. Negative py. Negative py. So we are going to group. We group. Learners, immediately we introduce a bracket there, then this sign has to change. So we close the bracket, because remember, negative times positive must give us the negative. If you don't change, then this negative times this, the negative we had, we could have positive, which is not correct. So we now factorize. What is common here and there? We have x is common. So x into px divided by x is equal to p, plus qx divided by q will give us q, minus y is common, minus y into qy divided by y give us q. This give us q, plus py divided by y is equal to p. So the answer is x minus y, then pq. Pq is the same as q plus q is the same as pq plus p. P plus q is the same as q plus p. So the answer is x minus y, p plus q. So that is the answer. So learners, with that, we've come to the end of our today's lesson. We have learned to factorize by grouping. Now, below this video, I'm going to give you assignment. You will download the assignment and factorize by grouping. Make sure the assignment is done before you appear in our next lesson. Bye-bye.